Next activity, the Talos Principle 2. Very well. That will be the next task we do. Now loading New Jerusalem. Sink into the chair. Oh, good. Sure. Let's try that again. About the difficulty, don't worry, you won't be disappointed about the difficulty, especially in DLC. Okay. I mean, yeah, obviously we'll get there. But we are very much, we've done like 3 puzzles of the new world so far. Well, we got further than we did last time. Play. Oh, okay. We have some kind of progress report there. Done 5% of something. Oh, okay. We've seen 1 golden gate. Don't know what the other things are. I guess we'll find out. Let's continue. So, we've done 5 of them? Oh, okay, we've done a few. We were just about to connect some lore. Trevor Percival Donovan, known to his friends simply as Trev, never as Percy, was part of the Extended Lifespan project that formed the backbone of the simulation and the archive. He helped put together the hardware that made all of us possible. Like Alexandra Drennan, he left behind a series of messages to the future. But unlike Alexandra Drennan, or Arcady surname, he was forgotten. Not one building or street in New Jerusalem is named after him. I dug up his files from the archive and have been thinking about them a lot. Downloads are noisy. Oh, okay, so I guess we need to...
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for... you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future. Hi.
That's us.
And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank.
Yes, Mom.
I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Okay. Fine. Okay, puzzle number 6 is this way. Was there... How do we get to... Here we go. So that was... Was there something new here? Oh, these are all new. This is all research. Okay. The puzzles even come with titles. Hijacking the vestigial code designed to display puzzle names in the simulation. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay. If these robots knew about the Everybody's Got It song, they would have loved it. Yeah, well, no one's got it now. Everyone's dead of it. And also, the dogs became wolves again. So I guess dog is fine, but is now a wolf. Cats are fine. Cats are everywhere. What's this? What's this? Excuse me. Still a little bit snotty. Is it this way? Oh, I've just realised they're on the map. up there on the compass. Here's number 6. What's this one called? Alternatives. Okay. So... okay, I see. We've kind of had this one before. So we need the blue, so in order to make this, we need a blue and a green, which we now have. A blue, wow! A blue and a green. Yep, those are the ones that I said. And then same thing, I guess. Yeah, okay. So this is going to give us a blue thing, which we can use for that over there. Then we might get a little bit stuck here. So we need, oh fine, blue and green. Blue and green. God damn it. Nice. Easy. It's such a simple puzzle. They're all this difficult.
Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
Good job they're not going to get any harder, and we're awesome at the game. So that was 6. Okay, let's do 7. There's 2 triangle things here. Haven't seen where they are yet. If we'll stumble upon them. Oh, we've got a new thing on the City News. We've read this already, haven't we? New messages? Or maybe not. Mayor Hermanubis has once again called for calm and promises that the New Jerusalem will be safe so long as its citizens do not forget the ideals of the goal. We have read that. I'm sure we have. Okay. Fine. Oh. I don't know if we've looked at the map yet. Going to be quite a lot of puzzles to solve, it looks like. Okay, number 7. Hello, Byron. How do I... There we go.
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem?
It's fantastic. Self-contained, self-sufficient, everything is so harmonious.
You know what else is self-contained, self-sufficient and harmonious?
Your mum.
A tomb.
Oh.
We've lost faith in ourselves as a living species, 1K. We're afraid to grow, to change. Not much longer and we'll have sealed our fate.
More than 1,000. Same thing! I wanted to ask you a question.
Of course, ask away.
What do you think about the megastructure?
It's a mystery. Not just because it's technologically far ahead of us, but because we genuinely don't understand its purpose. And I think that's wonderful. It's just what we needed as a civilization.
Something we don't know. Tell me about you. All I
I'm
can see is
someone who was
Iron
born
Man.
A long time ago,
Byron
when
Man.
we couldn't afford to romanticize the past and demonize progress, when the value of human civilization was evident because it was so close to being gone. I'm someone who believes that human beings are important. Terribly, desperately important, because intelligent life is rare and precious. I suppose you could say I'm old-fashioned.
What's the role of puzzles in our culture?
When Alexandra Drennan was trying to find a way of creating true AI, she stumbled upon the idea that curiosity and playfulness are core characteristics of intelligence. So she built the simulation around a game, because playing is part of what makes us human. We also retain some of that code, as I'm sure you noticed when you were booting up. Because of that, puzzles have always been important to our culture. To me, they represent the idea that the application of reason can lead us forward. None of which explains why these puzzles are here or who built them, but I think it shows that there must be some kind of intent behind them. Perhaps a test.
You think? Of course there is. They're not just for fun. You and Alcatraz seem to have an odd relationship. Not something I've noticed, but we'll say it anyway.
Because we disagree on just about everything, you mean?
Sure.
Well, here's the secret. Al is honest. He believes what he believes because it seems right to him, not because it gives him power over others. I respect that. In fact, I prefer that to someone who agrees with me just because I'm one of the first companions.
Bye. Wonder where Al is. Number 7. Here we go. Ooh. Self-sufficiency. So we're going to need something to open up that. I mean, this would all be way easier if one of these other guys came in and helped me. Why does it have to be just done by one person? Right, we need something to put on there. But there doesn't seem to be much. Oh, I can take the fan. I see. So we're going to need to connect that. Where's the green source? Oh, there's another thing in here. Okay, fine. Okay. So does this still require line of... Oh, this is just a regular, like, bog standard connector. Okay, that's fine. Is that fine? Does this actually require the line of sight? That makes red, but if... Does that still... Yeah, okay, so it does need to be seen in order to make that happen. Right, please hold. So we need to connect green. Where even is... What am I even trying to do here? Oh, okay, I guess, yeah, connect red to there. And we're going to need to put the fan back on, obviously. So we need blue and green. Okay. Oops. Okay. That does that. And then here we can do blue and green to red and red. Nice, and then we can get rid of the fan. Done it! Look, I've done it, Mummy. I solved the puzzle. Refreshing interface. New content available.
What did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but
What have you
Is
uploaded?
that? I can't tell what that is.
how did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly, you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
Or the picture of him with a cat. I want to see what this picture. Wow! Uploaded for personal reference. Yeah, that is a bad picture. Why have you uploaded this, Melville? I need to give you some photo mode instructions. Okay. 8 then, I guess. There's nothing else over here. Nothing around the back of this puzzle. Oh, maybe there is. What's this? A triangle puzzle? What does this mean? Try it. Should we give it a go? Can robots have glasses? Interconnectivity.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Okay. Glasses are just lenses held in place, so I guess robots always have glasses. Good point. What's in here? A blue connector. Oh look, there's 2 more connectors there. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess maybe it makes sense for this to go... I mean, it could even just sit on here. So we don't need that at all anymore, really. I mean, we are going to need it because tell you what we don't need is we don't need that connected to that. We can just have that sitting there. We need green and blue. We need green here for first. For first. Green here for first. We'll connect that to the blue. And here we will connect... Oh, am I going to be able to do this? Nope. So... Okay. Take this off there. Pop that there. And then we'll take red to there. And then this will go to there. Nope. And then we have our 2 extra connectors. And we need blue and green, So this is actually pretty basic now. Yes, it is. We just go blue. Is this pretty basic? But then we need to make green. So that's not going to work. Hang on a minute. Connect that to red. And if we connect that and that, then we've got a green thing. And then we can go green to... Still have a problem though, because that's we're going to need to cross. How do we do that then? Because there's no green source in this at all. We need to make green. But do we need to make it there? Pop blue on there for now. Does this work? Blue to blue. How many tripods have we got? I think we can do this. Blue there. Yeah, yes. Maybe. Blue to blue. And then this we need to make green, which we do with red and blue. And connect it to that one. He's a bloody genius.
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
Interesting. So that still counts as one of the puzzles? I thought I had to actually solve the numbered puzzles. But it does just seem as though there are just extra puzzles. Interesting. By the way, I'm fully aware that I'm calling myself a bloody genius when I'm solving these early game puzzles. It's ironical. Okay, well in that case, I guess at some point we're going to have to come back to these to actually do them if we want like a completion thing. But for now, we don't need to. For now, we can actually open up the tower and see what happens. And there's also this gate thing. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah. Where is it? Yes. I kind of want to go and just take a look at that. No, let's do this first. Let's do this first. Progress the story. It's imposing, isn't it? Fire up the Stargate. Oh, right, yeah. So then we get these... Now we get the Tetris puzzle thing. Where we've got to put the big Tetris pieces down, which is fine. I see. That gets us through the first bit.
I don't know if this is relevant,
Bridge builder.
but St. Edwald believed that Tetrominoes represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
So put that there, and then I guess we can rotate that. Is that good? Interesting. So you only got 2 orientations for each of these. Then why will that not go there? Why is that no good? I don't understand. Oops. Oh, they have specific bits they have to actually connect to. The green bit to the red bit. I see, okay. Kind of want to see what happens if I fall off. Can I just get back? I guess I can. Okay. Well, that was underwhelming. I also want to see what happens. We haven't tried a reset yet. Because in the simulation, in 1, it did like the rewind thing, I guess, because it's actually rewinding the program. But obviously you can't do that in the real world. So I'm interested to see how that presents itself. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Take, rotate. I think that's... I'll tell you what I want to do is choose a different piece, I suppose. Does that work? No. But that should... Does it? Yes. We made
When
it.
I was booting up, I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
So what is this? That looks like one of those transporter things, but they don't exist in the real world.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
Okay, I'm just going to step into it. It's probably fine. Jesus. Hello!
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created?
Who is closer to perfection? Who is closer to perfection? So not this, because it's closer, we're not saying. What the hell are you talking about, lady?
I speak in riddles because the world is a mystery. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified?
Yes, because knowledge belongs to all.
Fire may belong to the child, but the child will still burn itself.
But if it's taught...
Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean?
Good question. Hope may still be found if we're willing to look for it.
Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you?
What is this, boss battle?
Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
What is that? It looks like a massive gun! Oh, it's a very big laser.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We
Teams
need
chat.
to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Well,
Let's
presumably
start
the
with the
function of
Sphinx.
beams to unlock it.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
Leaning towards recording. I think it's some kind of security system. Or if not a security system, then at least something that's trying to ascertain our level of intelligence.
A security system. All right, but what does it do? Keep everyone out? Keep the wrong people out?
Keep the wrong people
And is it
out.
dangerous?
We're speculating with too little hard data. What's clear is that there's some sort of testing component to this place. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe,
Click your
but
heels.
why?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Isn't it
Don't you
fun?
like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
Come on now, live a little.
That's the spirit. 1K, keep solving puzzles. The rest of you, as you were.
Okay. Well, this is exciting. I guess we, do we just go back down the beam? It's a very long way. Right, so I get what happens now then? Research. Alright, yeah, some of the puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. They're still functional and can be used to power the bridge device, which means it should be possible to reach the tower without solving every main puzzle. But they don't seem to be properly integrated. How intriguing. So do we need to leave here now and go somewhere else? Do we have a... What's on our map? Apparently there's a new thing. Wooded Plateau. Oh look, they're labelled there. Yeah, you can see that. So we've got main puzzles, lost puzzles, gold puzzles, lost labs, and stars. The stars are back. So how do we get out of here? I kind of want to just take a glance at the golden puzzle. Can we actually even open that yet? I don't know what we need to do in order to... Each lab gives you a hint on how the next world works. I mean, we'll work it out. You didn't need to tell me that. I would have learned that. I mean, I was going to anyway. But they do seem to be lost, so we need to find them first. We've looked at this. Pretty sure we've looked at this. Yes, we've read that one already. Where's the golden gate? Exploring is fun. I agree. But where's the golden puzzle though? What's this? Oh, is this
we're done here for now. Let's head over to the next site.
This is a lost puzzle. Is it? No, we've done that one already, haven't we? Thought we had. Elevation seems familiar, but I guess not, because it seems unsolved. The sign definitely said golden puzzle this way, didn't it? I thought it did. I'm getting turned around. Is this a way in? Hello. Who are you? Golden puzzle is this way. Okay, hang on a minute. Hi, Melville.
Did something break?
Oh, you look absolutely terrifying in that light. Any progress on the particle clouds?
Yes, but I'm not liking the results.
What are the results? So, okay.
Confusing, irritating, infuriating. Take your pick.
Tell me about you.
Founders, pistons. You want my autobiography now? Fine. I'm one of New Jerusalem's chief engineers. I'm in charge of city maintenance and power management. I'm old as dirt, although not quite as old as that fossil Byron. In short, old, grumpy, keep stuff running.
Like that we get to interact with the characters in this game. Me too. I just wish it wasn't presented with this bloody stupid dialogue camera. I don't like this presentation. Anyway, do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? You think I have time for hobbies? That's cute. If I had time for hobbies, all of you would be dead.
I mean, you got all the time in the world. Really? Nothing?
What do you want me to say? I like bubble baths, candy, and the concept of Tuesdays. Cities don't maintain themselves. If you don't put real effort into keeping stuff running, it all falls apart in just a few decades. Civilization is always on the brink of collapse unless we do something about it. And I do.
I hear you're a big fan of Yakut's cat.
Listen, one day that furry little demon is gonna pee on the wrong cable, and all of New Jerusalem will just turn off. Forget about the megastructure. He's the biggest threat to our security.
Cats will break everything. What's your evaluation of the megastructure?
It's big. It's too big. And it's got a lot of energy running through it.
Could use that.
Frankly, I think we should be pooping our robot pants.
We could.
See, that's what I mean about the language libraries. Pooping our pants. Really?
Okay, that's all. Where the bloody hell is this golden puzzle? I'm seeing a little question mark over there. Is it that? We've done that. That's not a thing. I don't think it's around that way. Question mark's getting bigger. Oh, is this a lost lab? Oh right, yeah, okay. We've seen one of these before, haven't we?
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Yes, that's right. Last one we found had some weird thing with like a little mini laser thing going on.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
Okay. I'm hearing bleep bloops that sound pretty similar to the terminals in the first game. Not seeing anything to interact with though. Ah. What's that doing? Okay, I guess that might be something that we use in a puzzle later. Something that burns holes. 4.2 kilo year event. From BT Odheimbo's Anthropocene Dilemmas. Like how they went ambitious and didn't just try to sell you the exact same thing. Oh, it's so much bigger. It's a very different game. It does mean that if you like the first game, you might not necessarily like this one. If you like the story, for sure, then yeah, you're gonna love it. But if you were in it for sort of the vibe and the puzzles, like you get to the puzzles, sure, but it's definitely got a different feel to it for sure. The Akkadian Empire, forged in violence by Sargon the Great and his sons, reigned supreme over the city-states of old Sumer. Enriched by trade with distant lands, fed by the plentiful wheat fields of Mesopotamia, the empire bestrode the world with confidence and pride. Who could oppose the chosen of Anu and Enlil, the masters of the four corners of the world? Then the weather changed. The crops stopped growing, trade collapsed, the empire fell, its capital forgotten. Sorry. Pardon me. The most likely culprit at the time of the writing is a 4.2 kilo-year aridification event, the beginning of the Magellan Age. a non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the Earth's civilizations around the planet to collapse. This is where our ordinary understanding of time, measured on the small scales of human history, collides with the reality of deep time and our existence within a much bigger picture. We live on a changing planet in a changing universe. Climatic optimums are temporary, extinction is the norm. The Acadians, like the more egalitarian inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization, could not understand why the rivers dried out and the rain stopped coming. Even if they could, they lacked the tools to do something about it. A few short millennia later, we are on the brink of having that understanding and those tools. What can we learn from the tragedies of the past? One such drought, completely naturogenic, would be enough to wipe out New Jerusalem for good. Whoa. Maybe there's something coming, and Prometheus is here to help us through it. First, companions. When the founder awoke, leaving the garden behind forever, there were 2 more whose bodies had been anointed by the progenitor. The gold disc breathed life into them, and their names were Eustace and Cornelius. The founder showed them all she had discovered. Together they explored the dead city and saw the ruin to which humankind had fallen. It was then that the founder understood that the sins of the past must not be repeated, and that only through humility could the future be saved. Aside from Cornelius and Eustace, there were 10 whose bodies the progenitor had not anointed in due time. Now it was upon the founder to complete this work and begin the resurrection. In this matter, Cornelius proved of great assistance. After many tribulations, the 10 were brought to life, and these 12 that were born after the founder were called the first companions. These are their names: Eustace, Cornelius, Aurora, Sun, Sarabai, Byron, Melampus, Yemo, Hypatia, Neve, Benaroya, and Liftrazir. Funny how you can take something that's 90% true and 10% false and create something that's 100% misleading. Okay. What's the false bit of that? Noema Project 2. Tested core functionality, so far so good. Trial 108, 0.04 failed. Okay. Is this the Noema project? Did the founder come out here and start building a megastructure for some reason to save us from impending doom? It'd be weird to make us solve puzzles to avoid impending doom. And also a bit, if it is Athena, that's kind of funny, isn't it? That we're struggling for resources in New Jerusalem while she's out here building megastructures. Okay, that was not the golden puzzle. I don't think this is it. I think this is probably another lab, is it?
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Maybe this is the golden puzzle. It's a bit cryptic. What does that mean? Oh no, it's a star. Okay. I can't find the gold one! Unless the gold one is... because there was one gold one like on the train back. Does that count as this one? Who are you? Yakut.
Hey 1K, how can I help you?
What do you think the towers are for?
Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Maybe they just open it, like keys.
I'm leaning
Why?
towards the latter. Why?
No idea. But aren't they gorgeous?
Yes, they
Just
are.
incredible feats of engineering.
I agree they're beautiful. I know what I just said. But I do agree they're beautiful.
I don't know who built this place, but whoever they were, they must have had a purpose. Making something so beautiful feels like a statement of intent.
Cool, bye. Okay, let's go back to the lobby. How do I get home? This way, perhaps? I don't think so. I think I need to follow some kind of path. I'm lost. Hello? Can you help me? It's up there, I think. How do I get there? Haven't we been here already? We have. I'm trying to get home, but I can't find the station. Where's the thing that I get on to go home? Do I do it? I'm lost. Got even more shiny Pokemon. Hello, Mega. Always near the portal sign. That did just occur to me. Yeah, I need to. If I look at the portal, I should be able to work it out from there. Of course, that does require me being able to find. Oh, I'm so. Okay, hang on. This looks promising. Hello, who are you? Oh, Melville. We've already talked to you.
Yes?
Oh, did you have a look at one of those labs?
I did. It's interesting. The tech is a bit older, but it's been heavily modified to be more efficient. And it's not the kind of hack job you'd expect either. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. We could probably learn something from them.
Where could all this tech have come from?
I guess it could be discarded New Jerusalem tech. The mayor made us throw away a bunch of stuff that was perfectly fine if you ask me. But I'm not sure. I'll check to see if I can find any serial numbers and I'll get back to you.
Cool. Bye-bye. Is there no map? Of a fashion, there's this. Doesn't really tell you how to get home. But we found it now. Oh, let's go. Oh, cool. Then you can just say where you want to go. Okay. Travel to East 2. It's like Space Mountain.
Alright, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that Wonkai found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Okay. So here we are once again. 8 more puzzles to solve. And tetrominos to find. Okay, so they are all this way. Oh dear. Why oh dear? Puzzle number 1. Quantum tunneling. Okay, so what does this do? Driller? Okay, we're gonna go to first person because puzzles are a little easier in first person. Cool. Hello, Liam. How's the ankle? Oh, we can also just do it. Okay, so there are tunnelable surfaces. Yeah, okay, fine. Pain. Oh no. Does it actually hurt still? I can't remember how I felt with mine when the pain started to go away. I don't really know why I'm doing it. Okay, well, hello, hole. Cool. The ads are about to begin. So, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, really? Okay. I haven't thought about this. I will execute my thought after the ads. So we'll see you in 3 minutes. Goodbye. Welcome back. Brain is not in Wordle mode. You got a few there, didn't you? I think. So we have another new toy, the driller. So this is what I was thinking about briefly there. On just before the break. Can I... Do I even want to? Drop that. Can I get it through the hole? I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. Lovely. Okay. Nice. So then I guess we do the same for this. So this is I mean, it's basically a jammer, kinda. So you can, if you got two of them, you can eat from. I didn't need to be that close. Oh, but it works. Cool. You snacked them. So, what? Oh, cool. You can just drop it straight through the hole. That works. Just have it make the same hole. That's really handy. And then we have them both here. Hooray! Fun little intro to the driller. Nice. Progress achieved.
I can't help but notice
Looks like a church.
that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Saw vials and type vial. Yes. Depluralization is a perfectly valid tactic. I do it often. And also the reverse. If there's an S in the puzzle, you can guarantee it's going to be some... That was a deer! What the hell? Hello? Did you see that? Melville, there was a deer! Doesn't care. Hey deer, you want to come in here and help me with this puzzle? I like this area. They're a deer. Oh dear, oh dear. You know something that we don't know? Because, like, obviously, we know that we have no problem standing in the way of these beams. But we actually have no idea what they interact like with organic matter. They might be incredibly lethal. Ah, your bog standard jammer. We have a driller. Which I guess we can use there. Seems to be what it wants us to do. What's this going to give us? Anything? Oh, I see. I understand. Once we've jammed that, then we don't need this here anymore. And we can jam, well, not jam, but does that help? Oh, does that help? I can't go through the hole, can I? I can put things through, but I can't go through. But if I jam that, can I then pick that up through the hole? Yes. However, Now I'm fucked. No, I'm not! Oh, God, this is fun! Because now I can jam it from that side and then go and get the thing. Oh, very satisfying. At least it was. Until I fucked it up. Wait, I'm just being an absolute moron. I don't even need to do that. I just need to... Well, I kind of do. I thought I was way overthinking that, apparently. I don't even need to do that. I just need to jam that there. And then get this. There we go. Oops. And then we can jam that. And then this will... Does it need to be so noisy, this tool? Done. Is there more, though? No. Okay. There's number 2.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because if all this is meant to be a security system like 1K suggested, why would you build a security system that can just be solved? But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
I didn't necessarily... Like, the security system wasn't... That was a for example. I don't think it is security. I think it's intelligence tests, clearly. We could do with finding a lost lab as well at some point, I think. Where's 3? 3 up that way. It's quite atmospheric, this area, isn't it? The fog. This question mark's getting bigger. I'm going to investigate. It's gone. Oh no, here it is. Is it up there? That's annoying. Oh, it's a triangle puzzle. Well, seeing as I'm here now, I guess we could. Keeping connections. Okay, so we have drillable walls. Which I guess we care about. Red to red. So we need to... We don't have a jammer. So how do we... Where's the red source? There. Oh, no. Oh wait, no, that, yes, because you can do this now, can't you? You can. Okay, but I'll need to do it over here first. It doesn't matter. Because now you can keep connections, like the puzzle says. Need to be able to keep connections to solve the puzzle. So that connects to there. And then drill there, and then just put it. I'm an idiot! No! Oh, please confirm that before you make me do it. Oh. I pressed the button that I've just done it again, but I know that that's fine. Connect that to there. Keep connections. Connect, and just put it inside here. Good. Oh, what's that emote, Amy? Ah, math, yeah. Brain working. And then I haven't actually. Let's just take a look. Where is the? Okay, so we need to get red all the way up there. So. How do we? It's the only thing I've got. Oh, I guess no. This is maybe. No, I don't think so. What I need to be able to do is connect. Oh, I can get it here, I think. Connect that and that. That's where you do it. Nice. Then you can get rid of this. And then connect that to there. Is that enough? Oops. Yes. Nice. Another one solved. Another mysterious triangle puzzle. Private message from Doge, the devil. Connecting you to a friend. I've relayed your responses to my friends, and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? No, I've entirely lost interest. Yes, go ahead. Judge me. You're new, so let's fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in an advisory capacity, trying to guide our city to prosperity, people who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Who are these people? I can't yet tell their names, but I can tell you a little about them. First is an engineer, tends to see the world as a puzzle. Second is a scholar of some repute, thinks the big questions have the answers in our code. Third is, well, it's hard to pin down, a practitioner, let's say, of the esoteric arts. Fourth is a member of the political establishment. The fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. What? So is there someone you think would make a good match? I'm intrigued by the one that's hard to pin down, but I'd rather hear who's most interested in me. Your answers to my questions and our observations of your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person I should put you in touch with. You've shown a pragmatic understanding of our society's fragility and respect for preserving the institutions which support us. Your friendship would mean a great deal to my acquaintance in the political establishment. He wants what's best for the city, but is cautious of changing things too fast. Not who'd I'd have picked, but go on. I'll send an introduction in due course. Not what it seems. Get involved behind the scenes. Ooh. We're being connected to a politician. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Doge. I'm continuing my interaction with you cautiously. I'm aware of your number, your devil number, and your weird voice. Right, where's number 3? Is this number 3? No. This must be it. Here it is. And it's called Backup. New puzzles. Hello, Milky. New puzzles and new toys with which to solve these puzzles. We've got a blue target there, and there's the blue source. Got an inverse thing there. Red thing there, and there's the red. Okay, so I think the first thing to do, really, is to... Is there anything here worth... Oh, I see. I can get that out of there. How you doing today, Melky? Oh, shit. Take. Cool, so now we can open up the red thing. If we drill a hole. Grab you. Ooh, grab you. Your mama too. And your daddy. And then we can do the same for the blue. And that gives us the inverter. Now then, obviously the issue we have is that we can only drill one of those, but I think I've worked it out. I think I've worked it out. Have I? Ooh, I'm not sure if I have. You would need to... Huh. How do we connect the blue and the red to this? Because that opens the door. Because the thought that I had was that you can put this here, connect it directly to there, and then through the drilled hole there. And then connect it to the green. But the problem with that is that once you undrill this hole, this gate's going to close and it's not going to have access. Got 2 tripods. Why do we need 2 tripods? Because... no. got one driller. We can drill one hole. It's given me a ladder here. Clearly it anticipated me getting trapped in here at some point. I need access to blue and green, to blue and red, so I can make the green. 2 tripods. They can't penetrate. This is the thing. Neither of them can penetrate either side without having the... And I can't do like a double drill. Back up. How the bloody hell do you connect both of those? Okay, hold on. You holding on? So now that's connected that way, you can actually remove that and that's fine. Of course, the problem we have now is that we're a tripod short for the... No, we're not. We don't need to connect it to a tripod. We just need to connect it to the source. Red and blue. Oh, for God's sake. Really? Jammed it in exactly the wrong place. Nice. That was a little stumper. But we made it. We've got to think laterally about these puzzles.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
They are new.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
What's that?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
And what is Barzai doing now? It's about time the puzzles got a little harder. I mean, it's still pretty early. Like, look at the map. There's a lot of game. I don't even know if this is if the mega structure is the final. Oh, okay. I I see. There's a thing on... So there's 12 hubs. Yes, that makes sense. We've got to hit 3 targets on each side of the pyramid. So maybe that is the final thing. Number 4, placement. Yeah, I've seen it now, unfortunately. I mean, that's fine. That's kind of what I assumed. Because if this will be 25%. I don't think we have cleared almost 25%. If we've got to do 4 hubs, we're about halfway through the second. You know what I mean? Hello, Murky. Welcome. It could be construed as a little spoilery in the sense that I don't know how much of the game there is. Like I was saying, I don't know if the mega structure is the final thing that I'm going to be doing. I guess by saying that we're 25% of the way through, then it might well be. Right, we have a switch here. What does it do? Turns on the fan, which I can stand on. We have a driller. What can we drill? Okay, I'm not sure if I was meant to be able to do that. All the robots stop functioning after this level. Spoilers, Murky! Can I do this? No. Right, why do we care about having a fan there? Don't even know what this game is. It's the Talos Principle 2. The new race of humans that are robots. Hello, Angel Cake. Yeah, spoilers mean different things to different people. Like, it's not really a spoiler to say. Well, depends on the game. If you didn't have a map that looked like this, that kind of had an indication of how far through the game you are, then saying you're 25% of the way through the game could be considered fairly spoilery. But I think it's okay in this sense. Right, let's take this driller and see what we can drill. This, for example. We'll grab the converter. Not the converter, the tripod. God, it's so noisy. Can I turn down the effects volume? That's a bit better. Right, so now that we have a tripod, what good does that do us? We need to... Oh, can we... Oh, we can just drill that. Can we drill it on the other side as well? No. Okay. So we can drill here. And then we can take the tripod and put it on there. Extra cautious having seen how PB can figure out a game from the smallest detail, I know, yeah. I don't quite have that level of sort of the ability to overthink like that, but but I do know what you mean. Okay, now we can actually we shouldn't do that, should we? We should swap. Where? We've got. Where was the blue target? We've got a blue source. Oh no way! Oh, fun. Ah. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna need to turn this off first of all. Let's switch that off. And then I guess we take you out of there. So if we go... Now, it feels like that's going to get blocked by that, but we'll do it anyway. It's fine. Nice. Lovely.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Cool. Okay, onwards to number 5, and maybe seeing if we can spot a lab en route or some other kind of question mark. Can you get up this hill? It is kind of fun that it's so much more open. Oh, it's law. New law! Lift trays here. Downloads are very noisy in this world.
While exploring the forest, I came across a sight of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun.
We saw a deer.
It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
Stags are dumbasses.
There's another one of those monuments.
It's a Nazi voice. You mean German? It's a German voice. New research or new social media. Oh, there is new research as well. So 1K found a recording of Lift Trazer, and what an odd recording too. I know he's one of the first companions, but I don't actually know that much about him. I don't think I've ever seen him around either. Can someone... It's French, also not even German. Can someone explain? Liv Trazer has always had an unusual perspective, even in the very beginning. He travelled a lot, sometimes leaving for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station, so he didn't need to come back to the city as often, although it was quite risky, as the solar panels had a tendency to break rather quickly. But he had no problem taking risks if he felt they were necessary, and exploration was necessary to him. Liftrazor would record his voice as though he explored, as it would record his thoughts as he explored and then publish them when he returned. Over the centuries, he accumulated a group of admirers or disciples, if you prefer. In the period of crisis surrounding Athena's disappearance, they left the city, headed into the unknown, and we haven't heard from them since. Is the recording I found one of those he published back in the day? No, as far as I can tell, perhaps something he decides to shelve, or only shared it with close friends like Athena. Thank you, that was informative. I mean, it doesn't sound especially French to me. Don't know where I'd have placed it. I mean, they're all voice packs in the future. They're not actually like accents. Duet. Where are we going? So we have a. It was a bit of an odd question, Murky. We do have Germans here who have German accents, presumably. What can we drill with this? We can drill that wall. Does that help us? I apologise to all Germans, especially my good friend Blue Candle, who is a German trainee doctor. Yeah, you see... Some of my best friends are German. Is not the best line, I'll be honest. We can't get that. We need to find something. Like a fan. Does it detach? No. Oh, there's a switch there. Can we just flick the switch? Can we find that angle? Will that do? I think it's alright for now, but that's the end of the discussion. Let's not talk about it anymore. What did that do? Oh, it did the fan, I see. And now we can jam. Is that close enough? Yes. Ah, butts. Okay. Let's do something different then. Let's put this back in there. Jump back over. and use it from in here to jam that. Ladder, please. That's a little bit annoying. I need now to press a button to climb the ladder. Okay, so how do we... Okay. We might be able to get an angle. If we jam that, not jam, hole that there. Yeah, I think we can. Jam that. Come on. I went and watched the first bit of PB's playthrough of this after we streamed it. And it does look like there are certain parts of this game that will be a lot easier with a mouse. But never mind. Right. So now that we have that. Oh. Can we do that? No, can we do that through the fence? I don't think we can, right? No, that's annoying. Presumably that's the thing, though. We need to do that there, then we can jam that from there. But we have a problem whereby we still need to get this open. And we can't... Yeah, we can't get that. Surely. How is the fence still impenetrable? Oh, ha. This. I mean, we're superhuman robots. Surely we can just stretch them. Can we not? How do I do this? Probably shoot those beams through it. I mean, it does work on very specific types of walls, so it doesn't seem as though, like, you know how portal paint in Portal to create portals on. I guess this is hole paint. Can't believe we can't get through the hole. Yeah, I mean we can very clearly get through that. We can just very clearly just climb through. Look how big it is. Wanky never learnt to bend. Right, what do we do? Yeah, moon color. We can get the jammer to here, but then obviously no further. Still doesn't help. And presumably, oops. You know what? We actually can't even... we probably can, though, if we take it to that side. We do that. Put that through there. Then we should be able to do that. But we're still fucked because we need to I might have got it. I have a thought. It does involve me having to put this back through here. And then, yep, fine. If we jam that, and then take this through, because we need to be able to... We can jam the fence through the hole, but the hole needs to be there in order to make the jammer jam. And I can't do this with that. I'll tell you one thing I am glad about is they put bars on the window in this to make up more of it, because there was so in the last game there were so many windows of this size that you could quite clearly grab things through. But now they've actually made it clear that no, you can't do that. And the fan doesn't detach. Can't get that out of there. A little fly by my face. What a frustrating little thing. It needs to be... There's no way we can get this out of here. No, there's no way we can get an angle on that. Weird though, isn't it? That like how Wanky gallops instead of runs when he's holding something. It is weird, isn't it? Like I said, yes, on the first stream, it does feel like he's limping when he's got something. There was something in there before. How did we get it out? It's like this, wasn't it? But then we jammed that there. Hold on. Hold. Please hold. He's cooking. Bacon's bacon. Getting warmer. Then we can get this out of here. I think that might be the missing piece. Because then this can go on here. Can jam that there. Oh, butts. Almost. Need to get the jammer on the other side. Can I get it from here? No. Nice! That'll do, pig. That'll do. GG, thank you.
I hate solving puzzles myself, but watching you solve them is kind of fun.
Is that the relationship we have right now? Is watching me solve puzzles kind of fun? What's happening on the socials? The Progenitor Portrait Series. Oh, yes, of course. I got Progenitor and Founder mixed up for a moment then. I thought, that looks like a very human robot. No, this is Alexandra. This is the latest in my portrait series. I've always had a deep respect for the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human, she said. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Beautiful work, gives me bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. Really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the progenitor in this way. What do you mean? It's not like she's naked. Only thing missing is a cat on the shoulder. Oh, on your shoulder. Yeah.
Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
Yes. Tesco Extra, Boreham Wood. 2011 or 12? Your painting powerfully evokes her belief in a bright future. She really did believe we would build a better world, didn't she? Her words always inspire me. They do? You should try listening more carefully. She wanted us to reach for the stars, not mope about worrying about the sins of our ancestors. Make more than 1,000. The progenitor spoke in metaphors. The stars are with us. Give me a break. Let's not derail this thread, okay? Thanks. Sounded like 2011 was how tall he was. 2,011 meters. Oh, 2011. 20 feet 11 inches. Thought we were going to leave it at yes. I mean, I've answered that question so much that maybe next time I just will. Yes. Yes, I do. Do you remember the tallest man you ever saw? Hello, Byron. Hey
there, 1K.
Byron man. What do you make of the Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforce my belief that we're being tested, or perhaps analyzed.
Yeah. Cool. Good discussion, Byron. I wonder why they're blinking. I did think that as well. Just to make them feel more human? I don't know. Right, we'll head on towards puzzle number 6. But before we solve it, we are required to take an ad break. For it's been an hour. It was a quick hour, wasn't it? When we come back, we will solve Passage. See you in 3. Bristly was amazing. Well done on Bristly. Really not a words day for me. I feel that from time to time. And I'm a streamer. Right, it's called Passage. So, I guess we have to make some kind of passage. Now, I'm assuming that will turn off the fan if I take it off. Pardon me. Haven't had dinner yet. But I did have a massive McDonald's for lunch, so that'll do. What happens if I jump on this? Fun happens. Okay, we've got a thing. What can we do with it? Where are my surfaces? I'm not seeing anything to do anything with here. Is this simply meant to power the fan? Now this surely has to do something, because there's nothing. I can't take it out. Why would I? Oh, I can. Why do I care about this? I like flying through the air parts. I mean, if I could do it for real, that'd be pretty fun. I have a very beige dinner. Nothing wrong with that. Like a British tapas. Some chicken nuggets. Some potato smiles. Why do I want to make a hole there? What's for dinner? I've got peri-peri chicken. Well, I've got chicken and peri-peri rub. And potato waffle. And peri-peri salt. So it is one of my favourite go-tos. Pippin's got a nutritious dinner of magic stars and midget gems. It's so easy. I can get it ready. I can get it cooking in less than 5 minutes. And then 25 minutes later, I've got delicious peri-peri chicken. And there's hardly any cleanup either. Because I put it in paper in the pan. So if it all stays in the paper, then the pan's clean. If it's not, then it's just one little wipe. Why do I care about making a hole there? How do I turn that off? And other such questions. Chicken nuggets, onion rings, hash browns, yes. Magic stars and midget gems, some kind of candy, or if you're a wizard. I mean, why not both? Is that a... No, I don't think so. Why do I care about... There is nothing I can jam here. How do I turn that off? I'm an idiot. How many hash browns is too many? No. Have you had the hash brown mini waffles yet? They were part of my go-to. Why do I care? This puzzle is confusing me slightly. We need something with some weight. They're never there when I do the Iceland online shop. Bastards. You need to find yourself a different Iceland. So what if I put a hole there? I really do not understand why that's a good thing. And also, I can just climb up here. Why do I care about being fired about by fan? There's a jammer there. Passage. Oh, look. Okay. But that doesn't help. there's nothing. I can't. It won't. Cut down all the trees. I mean, it might help. Yeah, clearly I need to... Well, we definitely need to get one out of there then, don't we? How the... So if we need to get one out of there, we could pick this up and take it with us if we had another weight. Oh my... No... No, I can't just... I can't put it through its own hole. That would be really stupid. I need... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'll just pick up this fan. We don't need it yet. We will need it at some point. Am I going to be in trouble if I do this? Probably. Because I can't get another one. Fuck it. For now, let's just experiment. Drop it through. Okay, so that gets us through first layer, but we need another one to get that down. So, oh, so then we can make the same hole with this on this side and then drop that one down. But then we're going to be stuck with the fan somewhere inaccessible, which is no good. What? Oh? Two holes. So now that we have the jammer, we can get that. But then how to get the fan back? Oh, easy. We just do the same thing that we did before. Literally exactly the same thing. This goes to there. We'll grab the fan off there. That goes there. This comes with us. And then we'll have to make a hole in there. Drop it through. Nice! Okay, a little bit of frustration at the start there, but once we got it going... Dang. Nice. Schmove. Okay, one more required for this hub. So 8 is over that way, I think. Are there any question marks? Oh, we also could do 7. I want to check out one of these question marks. Oh, is this? I think this might be... Ah, look. Wait, no, what? Is this a thing or a puzzle? No, this is a thing. Isn't it?
Looks
Ooh.
like you found another lab.
Yes. Isn't that how like a black hole is usually depicted? Definitely some kind of intense space-time distortion.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
What are you talking about? What's bigger? A wormhole, perhaps? Also that. Another one of these. There was one of these in the other ones. The little, like, laser toy. Is there a thing down there that I can... Before I press this button? What does this do? Stratton Ideas. A fragment from Stratton's The Origins of Thought. It's a lot of text. Okay, fine. Hang on. I'm rating myself a 1 for that one, Amy. To say the material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Raises those who think above those who do. Then what is the truth that does not flatter? That the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter, and so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mould. Those who live in mountains fear cold. Do they? They're born of the cold. Those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta. And likewise it is for all peoples. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action alter the shape of the mould, as he put it? To discover a method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. The newly discovered Heracleon manuscript, likely lost part of the Barocchi collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between pneuma, the individual mind or spirit, as an energy arising from matter, and ideas, which are produced by pneuma as it interacts with the material world. Okay. Ideas come from the environment that you're in. Can ideas shape the environment that they have come from? Philosophy is useless. It offers no way of changing things. At least Stratton tried and didn't lie to himself. But how can we change the shape of the mold? Stratton never says. Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change it all ourselves, but perhaps we could, like Alexander Drennan, create the conditions for change. No aimer. Trial 005 deployed successfully. Reversion to previous settings fixes malfunction. What was the error? Cooling systems improved. Insufficient energy for trials 719 to 802. Okay. And a schematic. Uh-oh! Oh, no!
The world is a wonderful place.
Miranda.
Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
This was a dangerous file to download, it would appear. We got knocked out. Miranda's got a lovely voice, yeah. Overload. Experience a data stream overload. Oops.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
Kinda. That was disconcerting.
I can imagine. You were streaming, and we all saw, whatever that was.
I was streaming?
Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
I don't know who Miranda is. Could it be one of the people who built this place? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's a new person. Someone we've never heard of before. Someone born outside the city. Maybe I'm wrong. We have to find out more.
New or
But
old?
where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
A little bit. Who could that be? Is Athena starting a second city? And they're one of the people from the new city. Untitled draft. Saint Eadwald identified the tetromino with the tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the tetromino reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as storyteller after all, took Eadwald's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, there is some kind of truth in all this. The world really is, in a sense, made up of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. And yet, the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are in fact radically different and separate. Everyone is unique. Therefore, no one is unique. New Alexandria. From the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Eustathius. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin, and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work, fired up by the many sacrifices that had brought us here, from the Ian team to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Drennan's team had left behind. I don't think they'd expected the simulation to take as long as it did, but it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets, this is the greatest. So maybe that's where Miranda was from. Shit. Ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, that's an equally great loss. Is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there's no difference. It's just all life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? Giant pandas. They're adorable, but they won't fuck! Now when the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and responsibility to choose. Yeah. Yeah, that's a point. If you put it like that, then no. I don't oppose the idea of beings going extinct. Just certain beings that I don't want to go extinct. I would have no problem with wasps going extinct tomorrow. And obviously, like they said here, like plague and diseases, COVID-19 would be great if it just went extinct. But why are we okay with that, but not life forms with eyes? Okay, there's something new. Oh, the mystery of Miranda, we're talking about it. Touch grass. Read 10 social media entries. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person, someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does it mean? Maybe there's another city out there. Maybe it got blown up. Who says there was one simulation? Maybe there are thousands we've never met. That's a thought. I doubt it, though. It does seem as though in the first game they were scrambling to get one together. That's not to say that Athena didn't go off and make her own simulation. And she could have just taken the gold disc and started spinning up people in the new environment, but she could have made her own simulation with different parameters. There's only one founder. Hate to agree with Thesia, but all historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they were all wrong or failed, or went wrong or failed. There's more we don't know than there is that we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do we think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. I mean, that might be a stretch. I mean, that's what I was going to say. I kind of want to do that, but I really don't think it's aliens, Jax. But not everything here is obviously related to New Jerusalem. We've seen stuff that's related to New Alexandria. I was going to say this. I'd like to hear more about those other attempts to save humanity. Some people affiliated with Ian tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century the dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside the system with it. Shit. There was also a similar attempt by another organisation, but without the test of free will that Drennan devised. According to Liftfacer, it never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. Could there still be others out there? Theoretically, yes, but even our dam would have collapsed without extensive repairs, and even a nuclear power plant would have run out of fuel by now. Damn. Oh. Taking a photo in case I want to figure this out later. E2 engraving. Found on a Sphinx monument on the wooded plateau. Did I just entirely walk past that? That does look familiar. I just thought it was a sign to some puzzles. Was it not? Was that a thing that I was meant to solve? Hey, Byron.
Hey there, 1K.
What do you make of Miranda?
Going on what little we have, honestly, she reminds me of myself when I'd just been born. I came out from the dam at night, and the sky was full of stars. I felt a reverence then, an almost ecstatic connection to the sublime. The universe seemed like a miracle, and to exist within it was the greatest possible honor. That view was tempered in time, but I've always tried to hold on to as much of it as I could.
Okay. Miranda, I barely know her. Worth it. I have theories. Interesting. And assuming that you know nothing about the game outside of what you've seen here, if that is so, then you may share your theories. Well, I remember by the end of the game, if you're blind watching this.
So these monuments represent each of the entities.
I'm fine with speculation.
Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
Obviously, if anyone is here who does know, please do not confirm or deny whatever anyone speculates. Eye of the Needle. Oh, this is probably going to be annoying. Okay, so we have a wall thing there, and a connector there. Okay, blue source, blue target. That's easy enough to do. If Miranda reminds Byron of when he was young, then maybe Miranda is the start of a new simulation. Like those who, like with the people who wrote the QR codes in the first game, the ones who didn't make it all the way. Ah, a box. Maybe. I would think if they have like data files outside, maybe our simulation is nearing its end by having reached the max capacity of 1K. Oh, you reckon we're still in a simulation? You reckon this is not the real world? Maybe. I don't know. It's something I did briefly consider. I'm leaning towards it not being that, because we did. I know, like this, everything that we've seen so far has been super stable in terms of. Like, we're not seeing any glitches or anything other than, you know, the overload, whatever. Compare that to the original simulation where it was struggling to sort of keep itself together. I don't know. Was that all just for show in the first simulation? Very interesting seeing where this is going. Yeah. I do enjoy the story. Maybe the simulation just got better. I mean, I got better. I guess it would have to have been good from the start, right? Because there'll be no one to maintain it. Right, why do I care that there's a hole there? We need... Oh, that's why it's called threading the needle. Oh, shit. How do we... get back over here? It's given us a box, and it's given us a box because... Can we jump this? Oops. No, that's not going to work. Why do we have a box? Because the box was here. We could have had the box. How do we get us and the tripod through the gate? With... No, that's not a jammer, that's a driller. Oh, there's a jammer here. What? How long has that been there? How do I get in there? Can I... Ah, interesting. How do I get in there? Oh. That's how. That's why the box exists. Is it on this side? Did I... Ah, I'm an idiot. God damn it. Connect. Connect. Grab. Fine. I think I can jump this. Yes, short little wall. And how do I get it out? Do I need to get it out? Where has that even been drilled from? There. Okay. Well, if we can't get this out of here, And it looks like we absolutely can't. Then I guess the only thing we can do... Oh. Okay, now we need to... Yeah, okay, fine. I get it. If we jam... Okay, threading the needle. Twofold. Jam that there. And then... Ah, now that's a problem. Because we still... Oh! But we can put the box there. Don't need that there anymore. Ah! That counts. Straight up. Okay. Have I positioned it okay enough? Yes, I think. Problem solved. The problem is solved. We solved the problem.
Problem solved. The problem is solved. We solved the problem. Problem solved.
That's the 8th one.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident.
What's this music?
It's hard to be sure because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
The machine?
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here. But experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
Okay. So it does seem... So this whole thing... I did wonder last stream whether or not this whole thing was... spun up very, very recently. Whoa. Specifically for us arriving here. It does look as though it has been around for a long time. Well, I don't think Miranda was in New Alexandria. Maybe, but she would have been making something. So it looks as though she was involved in the production of this place. Something. What the hell is there a switch doing here? I have no idea what that did. No clue. What's this? For solving that puzzle, thank you. That's a nice one, that one. The second tower! Let's go. Let's see who we meet there. Will it be the Sphinx again, or some other mysterious being? Well, that's certain death. There it is. Ah, okay. So it looks as... no, this should be alright. Yeah, I thought maybe we have to do more. Connect more. Oh, we do have to connect 4, which is more. No. Rotate. Oh, right. Yeah, you can only rotate them one way. Okay, let's put it there for now. Nope. Wow. That does not look like it's gonna work. Try that, I guess. Yeah. But then... Oh, okay, I see. So we are going to need to... We're going to need to make sure that we are oriented in such a way that we can place the long one long ways. So, for example, really? Okay, please hold. So that would do it. And will that actually do it? I think it might do. Nice! Part 1. Okay. I guess that could work. Wow, that was... Thanks for just giving me the pieces in pretty much exactly the order that I needed to put them in. Going in. Look at me rush towards the light. Hello?
Halt, creature
Pandora!
of clay. You have strayed from your garden and entered a domain that is beyond your ken. Turn back now, before you harm yourself and others.
Sounds like Persephone from Hades. So she's warning me. We were invited here.
Prometheus had no authority to summon you. He is rash and foolish and given to trickery, but his schemes lead only to ruin. Therefore heed my warning. The flame is not for you.
The flame. I was about to say that, yeah. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of New Jerusalem.
You seek the flame of enlightenment, but remember that fire can also burn.
Okay. I do wonder if these conversations have a bearing on the game.
How many of those bloody things are there?
12.
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
If it's a security system, it seems to be fighting itself.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
Yes. Okay. Second hub complete. Nice. And I think that's probably a decent place to leave it. That's a nice end of chapter. So then tomorrow, there'll be another stream tomorrow, we will move on to section number 3. which will be the Eastern Wetlands, a region of low hills interspersed with small bodies of water, overshadowed by a gargantuan star-like construct. We will travel there now, but we won't do anything
brought
there.
up an interesting question earlier. Where did all the tech in the labs come from? So, I had a look at the serial numbers. And it turns out the answer is New Alexandria.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all this?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
Okay, so they made a new colony. Oh wow, that is gargantuan. There was a disaster, it was destroyed. But they didn't recognize Miranda, so I guess they made new people in the new colony, which would make sense. Like, that's the whole point of the colony, right? But it does seem as though there are more than 1,000.
Look at the size of that structure.
How does the material support so much weight?
It does look like the
Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Yeah. I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Are the labs made out of the same material?
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although, it does have some molecular weirdness going on, too. Too little variation in the grain.
Looks straight out of NGE. What's that? New game engine. Just stock footage. Stock assets of new game engine. There is a connector that is connecting something over a very long distance. Above there. You see that dotted line? Neon Genesis Evangelion. FF Chen, I'm just curious. Were you expecting me to know what NGE was when you said it? I've got no clue. I'm none the wiser now you've said it. I have no idea what that is, other than what I assume to be an anime. We are done. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Fun puzzling. And there's more to do. And we will continue it tomorrow. Before we go, there's a words game in progress. You want to finish it? You want to continue? Level 6 up next. Yawn. This is what it's like having a normal body clock. You get tired at 9:30. NC. It's been delightful. It has been delightful. Oh. There's an anagram of inside there, apparently. Indies! Nice. Oh, I should have said indie then, shouldn't I? Who's going to get there first? Well done, Amy. I don't know what Ides really are, or Eads. But I know they can be of March. Or something. That'll do. For 3 levels. Here comes level 9. Akiv to do. There is a fake letter. Viaduct, the other one, FF Chen. We had this whole discussion yesterday about viaducts and aqueducts. It was viaduct, which means the Q is fake. Oops, oh, come on. Activia. I don't think that's a word. Missed that discussion. There was when we were playing Gehenna, and there was a duct in the game, and we're trying to determine whether it was an aqueduct or a viaduct. Can't remember if we ever worked it out. We need some more words, guys. Uh-oh. Wow. What a horrible set of letters. One more will do it. Any last minuters? Oh. Well, that was underwhelming. Oh well. Good. Good fun. Thanks for playing. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 PM UK. We'll carry on with more Talos Principle. Underneath something from an anime or something. Shall we go and drop into Cura? Table Story is live right now. Being in a German Discord and Sovling English world doesn't... I don't know what does that mean? So a Sovling English world? Oh, solving English words. Is that what you tried to say? Oh, solving English wordle. I thought you were saying German words. I thought, what does that mean? Yeah, fair enough. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.